26th of July 2019, I left home. I left the comfort of my mum and dad's house, moved countries, moved to Australia, and ever since that point of time, I've lived alone. Yeah, life threw its fair bit of challenges my way, but it's safe to say that I would not be the person that I am today if I didn't spend that time alone. On the surface level, it seems to be a little bit scary that, oh my god, I don't have anyone, I'm gonna have to be alone now. But at the same time, I think being alone might just be the solution to a lot of our problems. What is going on, homies? A very different type of video today. I was driving and I thought might as well put the camera on top of the car and talk to the boys like we always do. Anyway, we'll keep it short and sweet for tonight. But being alone, because you've read the title, right? I think being alone is one of the biggest fears that all of us, or at least most of us, have deep inside us. I don't know about you, how big of a fear is that for you, but personally for me, man, I'm kind of scared, and I'm not gonna hide that fact. Not more so in terms of like the friendships or anything, because I know I have the close boys or the close people that I need if I really need them, but more towards the dating side of things, because hey, I've tried hard, to be honest, but it just doesn't seem to work. Sometimes it's my fault, I'm not perfect. Most of the times it's not my fault. It's just the person that I like in the initial stages turns out to be the person that I really don't want. And it is what it is. Before I get into the nitty-gritty details of the video, be honest with yourself. And I'm not asking you to comment down, I'm not asking you to tell me or anything. Just look at yourself in the mirror right now and ask yourself, is this not one of the biggest fears that you have as well? Not the dating side, maybe it's more about friends for you. I've kind of come to terms, and I don't know how it is for you, but personally for me, being alone has helped me grow as a person, mentally, physically, emotionally, you name it. Because the people that we surround ourselves with, they play a big role in our life. And if we notice deeply, most of the relationships that we have, on the surface level, it seems like, okay, we're friends, or if you are seeing someone just for sex, oh, this is good. But most of these relationships are transactional. Like either you or the person who is in this relationship, one of you is getting something from each other. That is why whole relationship is going forward. Maybe you have a friend, he asks you for $20, you give him the $20, and you have in the back of my mind, oh, I have given him 20 right now. Maybe I can ask for 200 a couple months down the lane. I know for a fact all of you have these types of relationships. The big thing that I would tell you right now, boys, is that you gotta learn to separate yourself from transactional relationships. In the short term, it seems like these relationships are genuine, these relationships are working, and there's nothing wrong. But in the long run, when one of you decides that, all right, I'm not getting anything from this relationship anymore, and decides to cut the ties, it's going to be really hard. At that point, you are going to understand that all this time you've been watering dead plants because you're not going to get the flowers anymore. When you choose peace, it comes with a lot of goodbyes. So you're going to say goodbye to the people who just don't deserve a spot in your life. Maybe they betrayed you, they wronged you, or maybe you guys have just outgrown each other. That's normal. But when you start saying goodbyes, there is going to be a moment where you are going to be alone. And that's fine. It totally comes down to your perspective, how you look at the situation as. Because if you think that, oh, you're by yourself, it's going to be a negative feeling because you feel lonely. But if you look at this situation as you are with yourself, it's not going to be a negative feeling. You've always got yourself. You gotta analyze yourself. I'm not saying just because you're watching this video, you're the victim. It might be the person. You might be the person who is using other people, who is the head of the transactional relationship. but also analyze other people around you. Figure out, why am I friends with this person? Why am I talking to this person? Am I being used? Am I not being used? Because since most of us are scared of being lonely, we decide that we'll just stick around with these people so that we always have someone, we're not lonely. Remember, as kids, we always used to have this one kid in the group who used to be the center target. Everyone used to attack him, bully him, and all that sort of stuff. Maybe it was you. I definitely was one of those kids at some point of time in my life. And the only reason this kid decided to not leave this group that he was not happy in was he thought he was going to be lonely. That scared this kid. So he decided, oh well, it's just comfortable to be with these people, even though they're disrespecting me, they're just talking shit to me. But hey, maybe they're just my friends. It's just banter. It was not. Because with all those jokes and comments and whatnot, yes, there was a big smile on the face and there was laughter and whatnot, but they all were talking to that kid seriously at that point of time. They were bullying him in the name of friendship. And at the end of the day, I don't want you to be that kid. I don't want you to just grow up. Yeah, people are not going to bully you anymore, but I don't want you to be used. At the end of the day, man, being alone might not work for you or for someone else. Because a lot of the times I've heard from people are like, oh, it's a bit weird that you love being alone. No, motherfucker, I enjoy being alone. Because, say for example, when I go to the gym, there's multiple people who love to have a training partner because they are able to push themselves, they're able to get a bit more intense in their workouts. That's completely normal, that's fine. But when I compare myself to these people, when I'm alone, I'm able to train harder in comparison to when I am training with someone else. Because when you train with someone else, there's going to be chats, there's out of topic conversations, and I'm not against that. Do it after the gym. Do it in the free time, but while I'm in the gym, I kind of want to just zone in on my workout. I kind of just want to train. Because when I'm alone, I'm able to be in that zone. I am preparing for my bodybuilding competition, trying to be less skinny. So every minute that I spend in the gym, I want it to be useful. I want it to get me something. So being alone works for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work for someone else. But once you are comfortable being alone, that's when you start attracting the right type of people. That's when you know that, all right, I'm okay with being alone. That doesn't mean I have to let shitty people come into my life. The ones that are right, and I feel, and I have a good feeling about these people, that's fine. I'll let them come. Sure. Alright, it was a comparatively shorter video, but remember, you're always loved, and I know you're going to make it in anything that you're doing in life. I appreciate you all for supporting every time one of you likes or comments. That really means something to me. If you haven't subscribed and you're fortunate enough to get me on your recommended page on YouTube or Instagram or anything, just subscribe, follow, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.